What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Unknown Coatings channel. Got a quick little video here doing this set of wheels. This is a set of wheels off of a GT4. As you can tell, these are either spindle mount, center lock. They have all different names. They just use a single lug nut in the center to hold them on. These were painted originally Guards Red. As you can see, they left the tires on when they did the painting. Admittedly, was not the best job. You can see here on the back there was no masking done at all, and that should be a perfectly clean surface all the way through there. So we're going to go ahead. We end up getting these chemically stripped. I didn't really show that process in this video, obviously. Got them sandblasted, outgassed. We have them hung up here with the back pads already taped, and we were trying to clarify with the customer exactly what they wanted masked off on the spindle mount part of these wheels. And as you can see, this little lip right here, the front lip, you actually can see even with the center nut installed. So ended up just cutting some high temp masking on the plotter. You guys have seen that a couple times before, and putting those discs in the center to block off the area that does need to stay just nice and bare, nice machine surface, and still allow that little lip to get coated the same color, which is going to be Guards Red, of course. Got these things all blown off, and then make sure I go over them with a torch real quick, make sure there's no lint or anything. This is just like a precautionary thing. It's very rarely is there lint on any of this stuff, especially wheels, just because I make sure not to touch them, against my shirt or anything like that. This shows the masking on the back pad. You can see all those holes on the outside. These are actually what's called a pin drive wheel. I don't know. I probably don't need to explain it. If you guys know, you know, and if you don't, you probably don't even need to. So once again, here's these little pucks or little discs that I cut out to mask off that center area. This is Porsche's Guards Red from Prismatic. This is actually a very good color match. I have a video coming up that's kind of explains some of the issues I've had with color matching from Prismatic. Not necessarily their fault, just some kind of misconceptions about color matches that they offer. I would start with the back of the wheel, obviously using the Gema Optiflex Pro here. Most of you guys, if you follow this channel, know that I sprayed the back of the wheel. And if you don't follow this channel, like powder coating and powder coating content, be sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on all notifications so you get a heads up when we post a video. If you enjoy the content, please hit like, share it with your friends, do whatever you can to get us back up in the algorithm, get these videos in front of more eyes. Now, I do use the 2-coat process in this. I've been asked a couple times in my videos if I do 2 coats on all colors, and the answer is no. I do it with this one for a very specific reason. This one tends to thin out in a weird way on some of the edges. Some of the sharp edges, like out on the leading edges of the spokes, for example, will thin out. So I always do 2 coats just to make sure that's not an issue. Now, you, of course, could put on one big heavy coat and not have to worry about it. But as you can see, well, you will see at the end of this video, I just put on 2, medium coats or maybe even light coats, and it's a perfectly beautiful glossy finish. And if some of you guys are into powder coating or want to get more involved in powder coating or have questions or just want to learn more, there is a Facebook group called the UKC Army Facebook group that I run. Has tons of super helpful people in it, so be sure to go check that out if you're once again interested in anything powder coating related. Now, most of you know that I always do the back of the wheel first, then the barrels, and then eventually get out to the faces. There are very few exceptions to this rule, though there are a few. I actually have been sort of trying to put together a video with extra footage that I have about the times that I don't spray the back of the wheel first. There are actually a few cases in certain colors that I will do the face first. So I guess look forward to that. I have a bunch of cool videos coming out. I finally basically ran out of room on my phone with all the recordings that I've done, so I'm basically being forced to edit and put out videos at this point. So this video is, pretty short, pretty straightforward. Honestly, I was just trying to get this one out because I actually really like the color of these wheels, and I love spindle mount or center lock wheels as a whole. This is them right before they go into the oven, and we're going to put those in and basically just flow them out. We're going to check the temperature here, make sure that it's down below 150. You can see there it was like 129, 132 on the center area, which is what's going to hold the most heat. And now we're doing our second coat. I don't think I put the settings in this, but if you go look at some of my other videos, you can see my 1 and 2 coat settings. They're just programs 1 and 2. I actually did make an entire video about all the different coating or the different settings that I use on this Gema Optiflex, just because I have like a primer setting and I have a setting for if I, am requested to just dump powder onto a part. I have a few specific settings that I use for different things like that. These were actually done back in 2024 at some point. That's how far behind I am on videos. I actually have a video that I had initially was set to put out January 1st of 2024 and never did. So I guess I'll be finishing editing that video and getting it out here soon enough for you guys. Like I said, this is just a pretty quick little nothing video. Just wanted to put out mostly because I like the color and I like the wheels. If you guys have any videos that you want to see or video ideas, feel free to share those down in the comments. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think of these wheels. I know red is a pretty crazy color to put on a car as far as wheels go, but if you know anything about me, you know I love ridiculous color wheels on cars, so this isn't a huge stretch. When I'm doing the two-coat process, or two coats of the same color, I use the exact same process where I do the back of the wheel, barrel area, and then work around to the front of the wheel. I don't actually have a good reason for doing it in this particular instance, but it does seem to work pretty well. So if it works, I stick to it most of the time. And I do apologize for the lack of videos lately. I have been putting stuff up on my TikTok, which is just at Unknown Coatings. I'll throw that up on the screen here, and it will also be at the end and in the video description below. I'm also going to get back onto Instagram at some point. But as you can see, these turned out absolutely beautiful. Super glossy, masking done in all the right way. The customer was absolutely ecstatic. These were actually going onto a blue Porsche. I will throw a picture of it here at the end. These looked absolutely gorgeous when they were done. Super high gloss finish. Once again, I think kind of as a result of this two-coat process that I use on some of these colors, especially solid tones, I do it quite a bit. Once again, if you guys like this video, please be sure to hit that like button. I'll throw a picture of this car up at the end, and we'll see you next time. Thanks again, guys.